My beginner's guide ended with a brief description of Cinder's game plan. For this, I will start off by talking about what it looks like when Cinder is running his game plan, and when he isn't running his game plan. After that, I will discuss Cinder's meaties, plus frames, pressure and options, gaps in his pressure and options, instinct tech, important bits to know about the character, and I will end it with proper meter management. So Cinder has a couple of ideal situations he likes to be in. This is usually always with bombs stuck to the opponent. So one of them is, you're full screen, and you're throwing bombs, and you're keeping the bombs on them. This locks them down, keeps them afraid to approach because you can detonate them whenever you feel like it. And the other situation is up close with bombs stuck onto them. Because again, they are afraid to press buttons because they don't know when the detonation is going to happen. This gives Cinder the opportunity to, jump, detonate, forward dash grab them, detonate, you get combos. Cinder shines when bombs are in play. Having a limb burned out is also ideal, but no, you have to open them up again to get the damage. Some characters struggle a lot more with their arms being burned, others struggle more with their legs being burned, and some characters are even fine with either or burnt. For example, Jago, it doesn't really matter if you burn his arms or his legs because he has great tools on both of them. For example, his arms, he's got Fireball, he's got an uppercut, and he's also got great, just regular normals. And for his kicks, he's got Wind Kick, he's got a plus stand medium kick, he's got a plus forward heavy kick. It doesn't really matter which option you choose to burn for a character like Jago, because he still has great tools to utilize regardless of the situation. Someone like Hisako relies heavily on her punches, so there really is no reason to ever burn her legs. This is because the only way for her to start a combo is with her punches. And her only linker is with punches. The only thing she has with her kicks is this influence, which is a command grab up close. But she also has an even better command grab with her punches. One of the worst feelings is burning them out and then not being able to open them up again and getting the cash out on that damage. Just watching that potential life go away right now hurts my soul. I've had so many matches where I've frantically chased them down, mashing buttons, just doing my best, trying to open them up, and in the end, their potential damage recovered, and they were fine, and I didn't have the lead because I needed that huge damage cash out. Next, let's talk about Cinder's meaty options. He has a lot of options depending on what you want to do on the opponent's wake up, but the most important thing you should do before you decide to go for any type of meaty is to get a bomb on them. See, I had plenty of time to throw that bomb. Your main focus is to get a bomb stuck onto the opponent before you go for any setup. There are a few exceptions where a setup doesn't include a bomb, which is fine, but Cinder excels at getting that bomb placed. Next, let's talk about Cinder's meaty options. He has multiple options depending on what you want to do on the opponent's wake up. Standing medium kick is a great one to catch opponents backdashing, and it leaves them at +1. However, his standing medium kick is rather slow compared to other characters in this game. So doing a standing medium kick twice can be risky if a player likes to press buttons. For example, I'm going to have the dummy do standing medium kick twice. See how they got crushed by me doing crouching medium kick? It lost because it's so slow that my crouching medium kick was able to beat it. This can happen with a lot of characters as the majority have faster mediums than Cinder. Specifically with Cinder's medium kick. This is where the bomb comes into play. Most will think you will do standing medium kick into detonation, which is, a fine assumption. Now this adds to the mind game of, you could do standing meaty kick 2, 3, 4 times. Another great meaty is Cinder's standing light kick. This button is +2 on block, so it allows you to do frame traps with it. There's also very little pushback, so you're able to do this up to 3 times up close. Along with this, you could also do standing light kick into target combo. If they press a button in between, they will get hit. With a bomb stuck to the opponent, you are able to get full combo detonations off a counter hit with standing light kick. For example, if you were to do standing light kick 2 times in a row, and then they would press a button on the second hit, they would get counter hit, and the bomb detonation will combo. This doesn't work with standing light punch, crouching light punch, or crouching light kick. However, you could do standing light kick into a target combo into detonation. Along with standing light kick, you also have close standing medium kick and close standing heavy kick. These are +2 on block, just like standing light kick, so you are able to create more frame traps with different block stun timings. Fission is useful in certain meaty situations. Heavy fission is super slow but very plus. If the opponent does not have an invincible reversal or a projectile invincible move, then you could just clap their cheeks on wake up with this. It will catch some backdashes, and you can do anything you want after this due to how plus it is on block. And even on hit. Medium fission is best used as a meaty when it is fired up. The hitbox is larger, so you can do it from a distance where invincible uppercuts would miss, and if you have meter, you could go into shadow fission afterwards for chip damage. It's also important to note that the fired up version of fission is also plus on block, so you could do this up close and do a frame trap afterwards. You could also just clap them with shadow fission on their wake up, but note that if they have meter to do a projectile invincible move, then they can punish you for doing this. Cinder also has a 50-50 safe jump off his throws. This is one of his best options since you are guaranteed to hit them sooner or later. What you want to do after a throw is walk back a little bit, do a standing medium kick, and then forward jump medium kick. The standing medium kick is there to make the timing on the jump consistent. This is also called a frame kill. Now, you lose the opportunity to throw a bomb, but in return, you get an ambiguous jump in. This is really good against taller characters, as it makes the jump in even more ambiguous. I'd say this is a fair trade-off to lose the bomb, if you ask me. Last but not least, his target combo. A go-to pressure option, but also a wonderful meaty due to the amount of options you have. You can mix this up however you like. Now, let's talk about Cinder's pressure options. Cinder has a lot of options to choose from once he is in the opponent's face. The meaties mentioned before are a great start, but you can continue the pressure with bombs and conditioning. Target combo is one of Cinder's best pressure options due to the amount of routes you can take with it. You can end the target combo early to go for a grab. You can even end it early and do another target combo afterwards. You could detonate a bomb whenever you like. You can go into fired up fission for more plus frames. You can even use fake out fission to catch people off guard. Far heavy punch into fake out fission is actually Cinder's most plus normal, allowing him to catch players pressing buttons. You can even do far heavy punch into shadow fission, which is a true block string. This complements all of his up-close moves that are +2, giving him many frame trap routes to choose from. You can even bait throws with his recapture. For example, the dummy will do light punch target combo into air recap to bait a throw, and then he will get a full punish for it. Cinder becomes a frame trap monster with bombs and fired up fission. Even though grounded Trailblazer is typically negative, from a set distance it can be 0 on block. If you use an afterburner right after hitting them with a Trailblazer, you can create frame traps where jabs will lose. Doing something like that would stuff a jab. Doing something like that would stuff a jab. But it's important to note that invincible reversals can beat this. It is important to note the gaps in Cinder's pressure. Not all of it is real and can be challenged. While Cinder does have true pressure, there are some pieces to take note of. Buttons into fake out are minus unless you do far heavy punch into fake out. All that is minus and can be contested. Ending target combo early into throws or another target combo leaves gaps. Delaying target combo leaves gaps. Doing air Trailblazer into buttons leaves gaps where you can get punished. Doing ground Trailblazer into throw or buttons leaves a gap. Shadow Fission has a long startup, so there's only a few things that will create true block string into it. Bar Heavy Punch, Medium Fission, and Heavy Fission. Note that Medium Fission has to be fired up for it to be a true block string. Regular Fission will leave a gap. Air Recap can whiff and be punished or contested by the opponent. This is why it is important to condition the opponent first. These gaps may sound bad, but there are so many options Cinder has at his disposal that no player can cover every single option of his. There are some important tidbits of knowledge you should know about Cinder. Fission, Inferno, and his bombs are all classified as projectiles. They all interact with projectiles the same and will lose to projectile invincible attacks. You can cancel Inferno into shadow moves. Inferno into Shadow Trailblazer is very good because it confirms into a full combo. Make sure he's not blocking this time. You can also use Shadow Trailblazer in the air. This is great for dodging projectiles. Cinder can only have 3 bombs on the screen at one time. If you try to throw a 4th, he will detonate all 3. However, if you throw a Shadow Bomb, it detonates the previous 3 and sticks the Shadow Bomb onto them. You can do Shadow Fission from max range and still get an auto double. This also works with max range fired up Fission too. Cinder also has useful instinct tech, specifically with popping instinct. With Inferno, typically you cannot go into an auto double afterwards. See, I was mashing medium punch and nothing happened. But from Non-fired up distance, you can pop Instinct and get an auto double afterwards. Another useful thing you can use with Instinct is DP and Instinct. If Cinder does Shadow DP into Instinct, he'll fly across the screen. This is great when you are cornered and you want to get out. It is fully invincible, and it leaves you safe. You can also do this with regular heavy DP. And another useful Instinct tech you can do is recapture into Instinct. This makes it so it locks an opponent out for trying to break the recapture. And if you have Instinct, Meter, and you land a fired up DP, you can do the infamous bomb loop with it too. I only got 2 hits, but if you time it right, you can get more damage. The last thing we will discuss is meter management. Cinder has a lot of tools with specific uses, and this also applies to his shadow moves. Shadow Trailblazer should mainly be used to go through projectiles and punish the opponent along with comboing from Inferno. Shadow Fission, as mentioned before, is great at causing chip damage and leaving you plus. This is great for wanting to extend pressure and to close out rounds. You should always use Shadow Fission as an opener for big damage. Shadow Inferno leaves you plus with potential damage. I typically see this as a desperation for big damage. You still have to work hard to get that opening. You're risking your meter in hopes you open them up. It's personally something I don't use too often. However, it is your most damaging shadow attack when you're doing combos, so it's best to use when an opponent locks out. So Shadow Fission is great to open up the opponent. And if you're already in a combo, you want to use Shadow for maximum damage. Inferno. Shadow Bomb is great for additional zoning when you have the life lead. It does decent chip and does a good chunk of damage if they are hit by it on its own. Sadly, this damage is significantly less when you do it as part of a combo. And of course, if you have 3 bombs, it's always good to toss a Shadow Bomb for extended pressure and combos. Shadow Fire Flash is a great get off me tool as it even beats out attacks at low profile, his invincible light Fire Flash. This is especially useful when you have Instinct to make you completely safe. This move is also fantastic for cashing out your damage on juggles. It can be tough to know when someone will break a juggle, so sometimes it's best to spend a meter on some damage and get a bomb out. Meter is quite abundant in this game, and Cinder is able to gain a lot of meter with his battery ender. Do not be shy with spending meter if it will benefit you. Cinder is a complex and flashy character filled to the brim with situational tools. You have options for almost any situation once you are comfortable with all of his tools. He mainly struggles in the mid-range where his buttons are a bit slower than others, but excels at smothering you with his pressure options and frustrating you with his zoning options. I hope this advanced guide benefits you in becoming a better Cinder player, and I'll see you around.
much fun!